Hi everyone, this is Rainey with WhyAmIGreen.com, and today I'm going to show you how to grow tomato plants from these. This is something that I saw just recently on a video, and I thought it was so cool that I want to try it as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link below the place that I saw it. Great gentleman who's teaching it. Matter of fact, I had a question and he answered me right away. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Okay, as I said, we're going to grow tomato plants from tomatoes, okay, from the seeds inside the tomatoes. Now, what kind of tomatoes are these? These are, this says these are Sunset Organic Biologiques. So they are organic tomatoes, and it looks like they're from Mexico. This is the bag they came in. In fact, I'm going to show you right up here. You can take a good look at that. It's just on the bag, so you might have a hard time seeing it. So they are organic tomatoes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of them. Let me take two of them off. I told my wife I would keep a couple for her, and put those on the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these fairly thin. So let's go ahead and I don't know if I could do this so you can see me slicing it. And now this here is a Ginsu knife. I used this knife many years ago. Let me put it over here so you can all see it. It's a serrated edge Ginsu knife. And I was taught that it could slice a tomato so thin that you could feed a family of 6 for about a week. So I don't know if that's true or not. But we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Doing a pretty good job. The first few slices I kind of mutilated. And my mouth is watering. So the first step is to slice them up. Okay, so you can see I get them sliced pretty good. Quite a few slices there. So we're going to go ahead and do another one here. Let me see if I can do that one any better. I think the trick is not to make so many slices through the tomatoes so you don't destroy it too much. And I had tried this test once before, but the problem I had was the slices might have been too thick or the soil might have been too wet because I ended up with mold. So here's the tomato slices. Whoops, and you can see them dripping. And I'm going to probe the soil. This is a starter soil. Actually, it's a starter soil that I made myself. And it has basically garden soil in it, a little bit of perlite, a little bit of vermiculite, a little bit of everything, I guess you could say, in it, some peat moss. So it's a nice light soil. So what you want to do is get your soil ready and take these slices. So let's go ahead and take these slices and put them right in. Okay. Now these are vine tomatoes. The reason I'm using them is because I've always wanted to grow vine tomatoes out in my garden. Now, I am a true urban gardener. When I say that, I don't own any land at all. What I own is a deck, a second-story deck. And you will not believe when you see this summer everything that I grow on my deck. I think last year I had up to 50 tomato plants. I had about 40, oops, I don't need that piece. I had about 40 hot pepper plants, I had cucumbers, I had squash, I had so much stuff out there. People from the street saw it. Matter of fact, they're used to seeing my garden from the street. You know, I'm going to go ahead, don't tell my wife, but I think I'm going to cut the other 2 tomatoes as well. It looks like this is going to have a lot of room for extra tomatoes. I didn't think I was going to be able to do them all. Now, what I understand the trick is, the reason why I had mold last time is that I didn't have them out in direct sunlight. You want to grow them initially in the shade or where it's not too light, so give them a little bit of darkness. But as soon as they start to sprout, you need to get them into direct sunlight. I did not do that last time, and because of that, I had mold. So this time here, as soon as they sprout, I'm going to put them in direct sunlight. Now, I can't put them outside. We're in the state of Maine, and the problem is that it is March 15th today, And actually we just had a blizzard yesterday that went into this morning. So we got about another 15 inches of snow. So I can't put anything outside on my deck, so I'm going to be growing things inside quite a bit. Okay, so I went ahead and cut a bunch more. We're going to move things around here while I'm dripping everywhere. Okay, we have one heck of a tomato mess. So let's go ahead and put the rest of these here. And so what you're going to do is go ahead and put them, spread them all over on the top of your soil. And let's see, get the seediest ones. You can see there's quite a few seeds in there. See all the seeds there? So there's quite a few seeds in here. Being organic, they're going to do well. Non-organic ones, I don't know how they're going to do. I know a lot of plants are treated. Now these are from Mexico too, so I'm hoping they didn't do anything to them. But I know like when it comes to blueberries from out of country, a lot of times they will put them through some kind of microwave process where it kind of kills the living organisms or whatever it is in the seeds to make them grow. So when you get them here, you're not able to grow them. But these are from Mexico, these are organic, and they're good. Okay, so we got this covered now with tomatoes. And now, should have brought a paper towel. They're good tomatoes. You know, the great thing about this is I got to try the tomato first, so I know what they're going to be like when they grow. So I'm pretty happy with it. So I got some soil here, and we're going to cover it. He said to cover it lightly. You know, I was watching something on a video just recently, and he was saying the gentleman was saying the reason why a lot of people's seeds, when they start out with seeds, don't grow really well is because they plant them too deep. I think you're only supposed to plant maybe a couple times the thickness of the actual seed. So think of that. And I apologize for the noise. You heard some noise outside. It sounds like a chainsaw. It's the neighbor's snowblower. Like I said, we're having a blizzard out here. So he's going to be snowblowing all day long. And unfortunately, it makes it really tough when you're trying to do videos. Because you hear the snowblower going. Then he's going to be shoveling. And then he's going to be probably moaning and groaning because he's frozen stiff. Okay. So let's see. I planted these. I got them all covered with a little bit of soil. And I'm going to water these, but rather than bore you with the watering, I want to show you what it looks like right now. Look at that. Bring it right over here so you can see the whole thing. All covered with soil. And like I said, these are organic tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and write down what kind of tomatoes they are. And we're going to stick it right there. And my little rest in peace symbol. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in a couple days and show you. It should probably take about, I think he said about 7 days, but the last time I did it, it only took about 5. Might be because of the nice light soil I'm using. This is day 4. I planted them on the 16th, and today is the 20th of March. So you can see they just started to sprout this morning, and I opened the cover and put them out in the sun, and already, I mean, some of these have had like a ½ inch to almost an inch of growth just today. But let me go ahead and show you here. Now this morning I counted, I had over 110 of these. And you can see these little ones down there in the middle are still coming up. I mean, there was nothing there this morning at all. You can see how there's so many little ones still yet to come. So it looks like I'm going to have quite a harvest. One of the problems I had, which as you can see right in this area, is I might have kept it a little bit too moist. And there's some mildew, see right down in here as well. Let's see, right about here. There's some mildew from the tomatoes themselves as they're breaking down. Well, I think that's going to go away. So there we go, 4 days of growth. Hi everyone, this is Rainey, and today is day 4 of my vine tomatoes that were planted. And you can see they're coming up pretty good. This is kind of the aerial view. I moved them into my greenhouse. my little mini greenhouse, and I'm going to give you the side view so you can see how tall they actually are. Doesn't it look like you're walking right through a jungle of tomatoes? Look at that. This is simulating walking, but I'll go smoother. So you can see they're growing quite well. So thanks for watching, and remember, if you're not growing, you're not green. Bye-bye.